Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dinga and welcome back to Factorio. I almost forgot the name there, that was almost embarrassing. Oh, electricity's running out. Okay, fantastic. Right, so this episode I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I have discovered things that I didn't know existed until now. So I'm gonna work on those today. Things like the main bus kind of system that is quite cool. I quite like the way it works. Also, I discovered that this is not efficient at all and I'm being an idiot. So I'm just gonna redo this because the best way to do it turns out I don't know how I didn't figure this out earlier, but it turns out you can, I think if I'm not mistaken, you can put it through multiple boilers, and then putting it through multiple boilers allows you to put it through steam engines. I think it's 14 boilers, 10 steam engines. I think if you do that, you're able to basically make it bigger. So right now, at least, I probably should just leave it as it is, and then I'll work on it afterwards. But right now, just need to quickly get this done. Obviously, we're not going to have a whole lot of iron to work with, but we're at least getting this here. I just realised I completely destroyed this, only to completely redo it in the first anyways, so there you go. Oh shit, I just realised it's not close enough. Alright, let's put in that. There we go, that should power it. There we go. Right now, and we'll quickly get that to be more efficient. We'll make how much stone we got? We got enough stone to make one more furnace. I'm gonna quickly go find another supply, more stone, so I can make more furnaces, and then we'll work on the main bus. The main bus is very interesting to me, purely because I'd never really thought of it. Essentially, what it is it's like 4 lanes of iron. So you basically have a massive production line just going straight down, and then you kind of make all other lanes apart from like one sort of, try to think of a way to describe it. So like, for example, there'll be 4 lanes and then you put a splitter, so you split off the supply, and then you put one back into another lane, the other one splitting off and going on its own way, and then you can, it's interesting. I'll show you it. Hopefully I can get a good job going with it. However, right now I want to make this as efficient as possible. I don't really walk all that way for stone, only to do 1 bit of stone, even though I needed 2. Right, how many of these engines do I need? I need 5. So I'll just wait until I've got enough iron plates, and then I'll work on it. How many more iron plates do I need? Right, so I need 92, I believe. Well, I'll do this, so I need 115. So I'll wait until I get 25 of this. There we go, perfect. There we go, 5. Now I'll quickly go and mine this, and I'll be right back to do that, and it'll be awesome. Just trust me, like, I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do the mining. I don't know. This is just a way I found to do it. But like I said, I don't know if it's the right way. All I know is it works. Which, I mean, sucks. I prefer to be more concrete with it. I prefer to know if this is the best way to do it or if this is the worst way to do it. I would definitely like to know that, but unfortunately I can't know because I haven't seen anyone else do it like this. Hang on, I don't want that. No, not there. Just realised I'm gonna have to. Damn it! What am I doing? I'm putting. No, it's supposed to be there. Right there. It doesn't have any power, which is unfortunate, but simple remedy to that. Oh shit. Didn't want to do that. There we go. I'm so glad. I'm actually surprisingly glad to be back to Factorio. I've kind of gained an addiction to it since I started playing it. I started playing it via my own saves, and now I just can't stop playing it. So there's that, and I like it. I'm a very big fan of this game at this point. I don't know. I just find it cool to actually get things to work the way you want them to. That should be enough. Right, now we're going to focus on quickly making this more efficient. Except I don't want to waste the coal already in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out. Wait until that's just stopped running. Perfect. Right, there we go. So now what I can do is I can just go... Is this the way you do it? I think so. Because you gotta remember I'm working off memory. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that move around like that. Just take that off. Because if I do this, it means... Because what I've noticed especially is with corner pieces... the majority of these kind of things can't grab them. So you ideally want it grabbable, so you want it to be like this. And then I'll have 3 steam engines. I don't know if it'll be good enough for it. That's unknown to me. Because obviously you're supposed to have 14 steam engines, 14 boilers to every 10 steam engines. So, however, I've heard apparently if you double it up, it doesn't work as well. So, there. Is that performing as well as it should be? I think it is. I think it's performing as well as it can. It's definitely performing well. Yep, definitely. There we go. That's good. Right. Awesome. Right. See, so now it's at full capacity. You'll notice, like for example here. So it looks like there's a crap ton of iron here. But with the system I've implemented, it never actually gets past this end bit. Obviously these are stockpiled purely because they were already on the conveyor belt and all the electricity stopped. But they do essentially, they do get there, and then like literally the last piece always gets there. So it's just enough to fuel it. Whether it's actually efficient or not, I feel like it is efficient, but it's not the most efficient. I feel like there's definitely probably simpler ways to do this. It's just this is the way I came up with, and I was very proud of myself. See, look. And then because this has already got too much in, see, look there, perfect. So it goes all the way around and perfectly stops there. Like so. I mean, sometimes you do get a random outlier of like one extra piece of iron, but then that's remedied because of the fact that the next there's only 2 pieces next. Basically, it works perfectly, and it's like a constant stream that works. It works well enough. Like this chest's just getting filled easily, and we've got a constant supply. So, since we've kind of got a constant supply, I'm just gonna grab all this, and just all of the belts. Now, ideally what you want is you want to kind of get, I'm having a look quickly, so we get the filter insert, which is good. Right, so you can make, the beauty about the bus is you only ever need it for making supplies of what you really need. So thankfully, because of this, because of like how long this is, I will eventually get the landfill thing, and I'll be able to just go straight across this. Or will I? This looks like an actual ocean. Doesn't look like I can actually go past this. Okay, it looks like I'm going to go straight down instead. So, from here, essentially what we're going to do is, we'll just go down, I'm going to say, let's see how many belts we end up with at least, before we decide. Because we need to make 4 belts wide for iron. And since we're making 4 belts wide for iron, that means, actually I'm just going to quickly throw this in. Right, so we should end up with, I'm going to say like 3 stacks of 50 in there. Something like that. It's probably going to have like 4 belts left over. How right am I? Oh, perfectly right. Look at that. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go from here down. So obviously we're going to move that lab eventually, but right now what's important is getting this. Right, there we go. Can't wait to get robots. Like, robots help so much, especially if you're constructing. Oh, shit. Right, so there we go. We've got a main bus for iron. Now, the beauty of it is, since that whole iron thing over there, I can just leave this and it eventually just, I can leave it and it just makes more iron at all times. Like here now we have over 300 pieces of iron. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make this, I'm just thinking because obviously we're starting the bus at the bottom, but like there's more iron supplies up there, so what I'm going to do is I need to make 2 splitters, and just all of the belts. That's literally it. Right, so what we need for the reason we need the splitters is just to deliver it evenly here. I don't know why I said I need 2 splitters when I need more than 2 splitters. At least I have the copper to make it. One last splitter. This is gonna take a while to do. It's a shame. It's a shame. Like we haven't got a structure yet able to make belts, but I'm hoping that when we finally get it, it should be cool. Right, so almost done with the gears there. It's just a matter of making the belts, and then it's just a matter of creating the splitter. So right now I think what I'm going to do is, obviously I'm going to put a landfill here eventually, but for now we're going to have to go around it. So what I'm going to do is I need to make 1 underground belt. However, right, just like that. Don't know why I dug that up when I wanted to dig that up. Oh, there's another. There we go. Right, so not there, but there. So now when I go up with this, I'll actually know where I'm going to. There we go, perfect. Now that's going to feed into that. It's just a matter of waiting for us to have the right amount of... There we go, now we're getting a splitter, and then the splitter should work, and then it's just a matter of waiting for the underground belt to be made, which doesn't seem like it's going to take a while. Right, so there we go. Right, now we can turn this slightly. And I mean, the best part is now we don't have to worry about this, but the worst part is now we've essentially got like a crap ton of chests that aren't actually necessary to have anymore. But the main bus system works a bit better anyways. I can just run and grab everything I need. And it's a constant stream at least. And then it just gets split in all these and eventually fills up. Now, so obviously this is the main bus system from here. So what do we need to do now? Well, this main bus system, we do need to start making red science. We do need to start making red science packs. However, first of all, we need to decide whereabouts we're going to be making the labs. So I'm thinking, due to the fact that there's so much space over here, I think we should start making it over there. So I'm just going to pick up this lab and all these copper poles, because we don't need the electric poles here anymore. Heck, we still haven't set up something for the for copper, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. See, so when we actually get more efficient, this will end up just completely filled. Like this belt will just end up completely filled and just constantly streaming. So the problem is we do need to make a lot of belts. So I'm talking about like that much. Like genuinely a ridiculous amount. So I'm gonna vouch temporarily to not focus on red science right now. I'm gonna vouch to focus on making... I'm gonna say let's make a belt workshop, because you can do that. It's kind of cool actually. Like it's really, really efficient. But the question is obviously we're making this main bus, which is very, very good, and I like it. But the question is how, like, so as you can see, we've built it to a part. The way it's supposed to work is like you put a splitter here, the splitter then turns around into a curve, this goes underneath the entire next belt and keeps on going under until it gets to where it needs to go. And then you have a stream of like green, red, blue circuits. So basically it constantly keeps your workshop stocked, and it's very good, very, very good. See, so as you can see, I mean they're slowly stockpiling here. I'm not sure why. This usually is a system that works, or so I found at least. Maybe it's just the clumps that are coming in, I don't know. Or maybe it's just that they're extremely kind of crap furnaces, I don't know. Oh well. I mean, it's never over the top for there. It is sort of slowly working its way down. So that's alright. There we go, I'm getting more belts. Right, there we go, and this will be the copper bus. The copper bus is coming and everybody... I'm not going to start singing that. That'd be bad. That'd ruin the entire episode. You don't want to hear me sing, trust me. I can't sing unless it's All-Star. All-Star's great, but everyone can sing All-Star because it's, hey, now you're an All-Star. Everyone does that. Right, so as you can see, there's the copper bus done. Copper bus isn't as important right now because belts don't need, what's it called? Belts don't need copper buses. So, in order to make this as efficient as possible, we need to come up with how many belts we want a second, because obviously there's 2 transport belts being created. I'm gonna say I would like to have, I don't know, just a random number off the top of my head. Let's go, I want 100. I want 100 belts made a second. So, key thing we need to figure out is, so it's if it's 100 belts a second, 2 transport belts means we're going to halve that, so it goes to 50 belts per second is ideally how much we want to make, but it's going to be doubled because of 100. So we want 50 transport belts made, which means we need to, so 50, not 100 a second, I mean 100 a minute, my bad. Not 100 a second, that'd be ridiculous. It'd be huge, but ridiculous. So, 100 a minute. Well, I'll just come up with a way. So obviously these need 2 iron gears, and 1 iron plate. So I think I've kind of got an idea of going about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up here. I'll start up here since this kind of makes it easier. So what we want to do is we're gonna just grab some of that, make ourselves a splitter. Split it off. Underground belt, and as you can see it just goes straight underground. And it still keeps everything stacked up, so it's nice. So, obviously, I mean, it is a bit dark right now, which kind of sucks. Hopefully it becomes light soon, so I actually see what I can do. I'll just fully extend this out as much as possible. Right, so we need a lot of these assembling machines, and we don't have a lot of copper. So, I'll just leave that to do its thing. And just come back here. Now we will have to make another one of these for the copper, which is going to take a while, but right now I'm more bothered about just getting this smelted. Just so we have enough. So I'll quickly head over there and get a stone furnace. I mean, I've got enough coal to do it. So 1, 2. I feel like I'm doing this very messily and without really figuring out a way to do it properly, but that is kind of how I'm doing things. Right, so let's head up here. Thankfully we don't need any copper for the belts, so it is literally just a means of, it's literally just stockpile this. Right, we'll keep that smelting. So right now we have 1 of these, so we'll figure out a way to kind of, I'm gonna make it over here because we want to leave a lot of space for other buses. So let's say we'll start over here. And obviously we want this making gears. Now, can't quite make one because I don't have enough iron, so we'll just quickly just steal all of this iron. Just so we have enough. There we go, nice. 3 assembling machines. On the way. So something you're going to notice as well is because of the way this kind of works, we're going to want to have this lined up well. So obviously we need how many gears do we need for a transport belt? We need 1 gear and 1 iron plate. So just make this straight down. So make these all gears. If it's, I believe it's shift right click to paste. Yep. Right, so shift right click copies, shift left click pastes. Let's go with 4 for now and then we'll work our way up. So what I'm gonna say is, actually let's have, I'm gonna say let's have 10 here. Which means we're gonna want do we have enough? Yeah, we have enough iron. We just don't have, there we go, perfect. So we get that made and then it's just a matter of making 10 more after that. I'll just wait for this to be made so I can just run straight across. Yep, that's all worked, yep. Perfect. Right, now, since we need 1 gear, what we're going to do is we're going to and I need more copper, unfortunately. I'll just restock the furnace. Right, so we're gonna want 1 more fast inserter for this. And then we need to save all the copper we have so we can make things, basically. I can't think of the word. So we're sticking with 10 for now, so ideally what we want to do is just that. And then we want to make a splitter. And then with that splitter we'll drag it down. Because the way I've decided I'm going to do this actually doesn't require these right here. I don't know if this is the most efficient way I'm about to go about this, but it's a way that works. Basically. About all we need to know. I'll just I'll not fully extend it just in case. Actually, I'll just dig off those 2 last bits so I can figure out where I'm putting things. We'll work on this first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make whereabouts I want to put this. Oh, this is gonna be down here. We need to make 10 long-armed and long-handed inserters. There we go. I'll restock this while I'm at it. There we go. Nice, right. So what we're going to do is we'll put this here. So we'll put it in the middle of these. So that will deliver directly across, which, if I'm not mistaken, which I actually think I am, which is unfortunate. That's a point, actually. Why am I doing that like that? I realised my mistake. Don't know why I picked all those. Yeah, I remember why I picked all those up. Doesn't matter. Right. So the main thing I realised was, in terms of this, we're going to want this like this instead. Because this can then pick up from there. And then it's perfect, and that's just... And then we just... So we only need to make it until there. And then obviously we need to still make the... Still need to make the inserters for there. And we still need to make the actual workshops making them. So we've only got 5 assembling machines. I'm sure that's, yep, that's because of my own limit. There we go, perfect. So, the idea is it's going to reach across to grab that and put it straight into here. And these are going to steal the iron plates. However, that was my ribs. Probably shouldn't click like that, but they do. And it's wonderful. So it's literally right now, it's just a matter of waiting. I'm going to take another drink. Tasty. Right. Oh, this game's so in depth. I keep on forgetting it. That was what it was. It was that. Lovely. Because the problem with expanding like this, and the way I've done it, is I'm going to end up spending like 5 minutes running in this direction just to stop an attack, and then have another attack happen up here. But that's why, after we've worked on belts, we're going to start working on walls. I think we'll work on walls next episode. If I can. I believe I should. Yep, they're all like that. Right, so now it's just a matter of making 20 fast inserters. Which I don't have the iron for right now. I'm just going to steal all this iron because I might as well, because it's constantly streaming anyways. In fact, it's to the point where these down here are getting affected, which is pretty huge. There we go, it's filling up, no problem. There we go. That's the rest of my copper. So I only make 10, so I gotta go and get more. Which sucks. But we should only need 45 pieces of copper ore, so we can just get like a stack of 45. So look, yeah, like now it's affecting stuff down here, it's that far down. There we go. Might as well get these made while we're waiting. While we're doing the run back. Because they're going to take long enough. No, I'm walking past it. So let's move that across a bit. Just so it's in line, because I will get annoyed if it's not. And we'll want to do the same on this side. Trust me, you have no idea how annoyed I get cables, because sometimes they'll just randomly crisscross. Like, there'll be a cross in the middle, and I'll be like, why? Why have you done this? Why must you treat me this way? Why you gotta be so rude? There we go. Now, obviously these don't have a high crafting speed, which is unfortunate, but you know, it's only temporary. So obviously these are gonna make a crap ton, and then we can make another bus. However, we've got enough of this, so we might as well make the bus now. So it'll all come out of here. I'm gonna say make another splitter. That unfortunately takes copper, and we need to save the copper. So temporarily we're not gonna have a splitter. But we will how close is this? This is almost done. So what we can do is we can just go over there, get more copper, and then yeah. And then after that, I think I'm going to call it an episode, because I think I've been recording for quite a while at this point. I just wish I could record more Factorio, to be perfectly honest. I think I might end up streaming this at some point on like a separate save, because I kind of like this game. When you're like, you know that feeling when you're into a game and you'd never stop playing it as a result? Yeah, this is how I currently feel with Factorio. It's fun. It's very, very fun. Alright, next episode. I do need to make like a list of what I need to do in episodes, because otherwise I'm just going to end up going crazy like, oh, I need to do this. Hang on, actually I need to do this. So what I'm going to do is I think next episode I'm going to set up the stone furnace thing for the copper. I'm just going to get a full stack, because I might as well. So over the full stack, that'll annoy me. Right, there we go, and we'll just make these on the way up. And then we'll set this to work, and hopefully it will work. And straight up. It's almost done. But yeah, I definitely think I'll be streaming this at some point. It'll be fun. I just need to wait for it to get to 8 and then I can take it. There we go. I'm just gonna get this and go, because I have to actually wire this up, because I realised I got rid of the copper wire thing that would have helped, but oh well. Right, now let's see how this works. This is slightly drawing on the electricity. I think I'm gonna need I'm gonna probably finish off by just quickly going and getting more stone and making another boiler and another. So I need to make another boiler. I'll quickly go grab some copper because I need to make another inserter. Let's grab all that, why not? But yeah, it'll be nice to kind of get the copper belt set up. There we go. I'm gonna have to get rid of all the coal in this system, as well as dig up the inserters. Actually, I don't have to dig up the inserters. I can just go. And just. Once that's stopped, I'll just... There we go. And that's how we'll end off the episode. So we'll just quickly put like one piece of coal in. And there we go, back up to full speed. Why isn't that at full speed? Maybe I need to make another. I'll make another steam engine. Make another couple of steam engines. So we need 10 steam engines, and then we'll end off the episode. Because I really want to end off this episode, but it's everything's not going quite well. Alright, so perhaps having more like that. Why isn't this burning? That's what I'm interested in. Understand that's at 100 degrees. Are they all at 100 degrees? They're all at 100 degrees, oh god. That explains it. Right, well they should all be at max performance then, if they're at 100 degrees. But they're not, which makes no sense. Right, well we'll sort out this conundrum later on. Wait, everything seems to be at max performance already. Keyword seems to be. Yep, that's at max performance. There we go, now we've got a constant stream of belts. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'm gonna quickly... I don't know why I made an underground belt, but I've got one now. Just to kind of make it on both sides. Right, well I'd like to thank you all for watching. My name has been Dinga. Leave a like if you are enjoying this series, subscribe to become a true sir, and keep up to date with everything that I post. Good day, and I'll see you next time.